Wait, no, don't start. Please don't do that.
I don't know how I ended up down there.
Well,
Jen's
hello.
gone.
Hello,
Hello,
everyone.
everybody. How you doing out there? Hey, 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 hey. Well, you know
Hello.
who we are. It's a
It's a love thing.
loving talk show,
Yes,
So,
yes,
and we do love you. Okay? So
yeah.
we are so happy to be on here today. And as you see, it's several of co-hosts and hosts and just the staff that's on here. Some people were not able to come on this evening, but that's all right because we got their back.
indeed,
So,
indeed.
how's everybody doing out there? How y'all doing, team?
Oh,
I'm good.
we're doing great.
Yes,
All right, all right, all right. So
really good.
we're gonna be spending this time to be talking about the inauguration that happened today with our new president and vice president. Yay!
Yay.
Good, 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 good stuff. And we thank you, audience, for being on here and keying in with us because through comments, we need your help. Okay? So with that, we're going to be talking about it. And boy, oh boy, what do y'all think, team? I think it's going to be marvelous to see that all of us are going to be gathering together
Ain't
again
me off
in
the picture. I'm
unity.
trying to get you in
You
it.
know?
Indeed,
Yes,
indeed.
Yes,
all
yes.
in time, all in time.
So how did y'all feel about the inauguration today? Did anybody see
So,
it?
Oh, I did. Listen, see, I'm still in the moment. I had my pearls on. I even had my chucks on, and I was definitely there for all the fashion because those ladies was looking marvelous.
Yes,
Yes.
Marvelous.
they
I was
were.
definitely there for the fashion. What do y'all feel about the fashions today?
Yes, it was
Indeed.
wonderful. I had mine on too, Tiff, and I was looking at it. I just had
that's
tears,
on YouTube. I'm
for
watching.
joy because of Biden coming in office. Definitely. I was very,
Yeah.
very happy. Tears for happiness. Just to see him and Carmela.
Yeah, yes,
Yes.
yes. And it just went through so smoothly, without no type of problems or anything. So this is a fresh start for us. What happened is gone and past. It's okay. Now it's just
Mhm.
time for healing and uniting together and doing some good stuff. And that's
Yes.
what we're about love anyway. We want to do some good stuff.
Well,
And
I
Mhm.
was really happy. I was really happy today because we have our first female
yeah.
vice president. Oh, that's what I'm
Wait a
talking
minute.
about.
And with a different touch of flavor.
Exactly.
Right.
Right?
Mhm.
Exactly. I was very
Yeah.
A woman
excited
of
about
color.
that.
Yes.
Yes.
She definitely
Yes.
give our young women and women of color something to look forward to let them know that there is a higher being, and we can do what we can do. Anybody, it's for anybody.
Yeah.
So it definitely set the goals higher.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So what do you
Yeah.
think? These are a few of it's a love thing
Mm-hmm.
men that's on here. Okay. We're not special guests or anything like that. We are the team, and as you see, they trying to lay back and everything. Hi, June.
Hey, hello.
Hey.
Girl.
They're trying to be laying back and everything, but this is 2021, and we need to hear some of what the gentleman feels about things as well. Dr. Rock, you tell Earl that he better be on here the next time.
Great. Yeah, great.
So, gentlemen, tell us how you feel about it. Dr. Rock, before they come in, I got to tell you, we are some fashion plate people, so we love the fashion.
Yes.
Okay? And what Sweet Tea was talking about as well, just what they was wearing. Girls, you know, we was all up in that.
Well, yeah, she had my, you know what? She had my favorite color on purple.
Yes, Michelle Obama was rocking that today.
Yes,
Definitely
yes, she
rocking it. And
was.
we can't forget about
Yes, Michelle was good. Yeah, I
Joe
like that.
Biden's wife because she was very pretty and elegant in her too.
Yes,
It's
she
Yeah.
Dr.
was.
Jill Biden.
Yeah, Joe Biden's wife. Yeah,
Jill Biden. There you go. Jill Biden.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah. She looked pretty too. Very pretty. All them ladies, they classy ladies. All three of them,
Yeah. Yes,
classy.
they are. Yes, they are.
Mhm.
That's how we have to conduct ourselves with class. So,
Yeah.
you know, Mr. Brad Jolly, what you got to say? You all laid back and cool and stuff. I know Doug can jump in there, and I know David jump in there, but you know, your sense of humor that you got, Mr. Brad Jolly. We want to hear a little bit about how you feel about things because we're going to bring in Doug, we're going to bring in June, we're going to bring in Dave, we're going to bring in everybody. Okay?
I think that's what we brought in. And not we could drag them in like they dragged somebody out today. Well, they didn't do that. I'm just joking. I get in wherever I fit in, and that's how we work it. But I thought the ceremony was very good today. Of course, I probably the one thing that made it good was not so much the ceremony in itself was good, but what didn't happen made it even better. And we all
Yeah.
heard the warnings this week about the things that could possibly go on.
Mm-hmm.
Like the fact that it didn't really transpire was a beautiful thing. Now, the only other thing that was just as evil as that, maybe just J Lo to actually sing, lip sync, that might have been better. But aside from that, everything else was good.
Yeah, it really was.
Mm-hmm.
It really truly was. I'm just excited about what may happen in the future. You know, um, great things supposed to happen, and we just gotta follow that, follow our leader of goodness. And just going into the next level that God is getting ready to take us into. I think that's some good stuff. What you feel about that, Dave? What are you feeling about that?
Well, definitely
I'm sorry.
time of change and renewal to where our country is going to experience a level of leadership in which they haven't experienced before. So the the transition from the previous 4 years to now is so extreme. It is going to be is like night and in a couple days. I mean, so we know we're going to see some profound things taken forth already. They have. I mean, President Biden already went in right off the back, undoing a lot of things that the previous administration did, and unifying the United States again. So, I mean, his mission is about unity, really about bringing about oneness, peace, amongst each other. So, I'm excited about what's going to take place in this new administration. It's definitely a big breath of fresh air. I mean,
But
just
first of
just to
all,
see all that transpired was
right,
just so awesome. I mean, the inauguration was just beautiful. The singing, the
beautiful.
young lady
Yeah,
that did the poems. Oh man, I mean, it was just awesome. The bands, everything was just fabulous, man. And Senator Bernie Sanders, man, I gotta give me some of those gloves. That man, his outfits. I said he dressed the part. He was warm. He had his gloves. He was set. I said, oh, I said, okay,
See, smooth like that, right?
yeah.
but first of all, they put God first, and that's why it's going to definitely work because that's what he talks about it all the time. Putting God first in everything we do. So because things are going to work out and more unity.
That's what he did. He started off the day in church. I mean, come on.
Mhm.
He asked
Yeah,
everybody to come to church with him to attend
yeah.
mass before they did anything else. So you can't go wrong with that. You started the day off. So anything that was planned to come against that day, it was canceled. Had no power at all because he started the day off in prayer and worshiping God. That's it.
Hmm.
You
Yeah.
win.
That's a
Simple as
win-win
that.
Yeah.
situation.
That's it.
Yes.
So that's wonderful. But in order for things to run smooth too, it takes us as the people to do those things. You know, we have to represent goodness at all times, not sometimes, all times. You know, we have to present ourselves with women and men of integrity. You know, it takes a whole village in order for things to be formed in the right way. So you people are watching us at all times. Everybody know that, you know. They're watching us at all times. But it's time for us with safety that we pray on to ask, you know, the Most High to cover us in that area where we can be used in a way where people see the light in us. For those that's not really balanced in that area, doing the right thing, to see the light enough to say, you know what, it's time to make that change because we're going into a change now, you know. So hopefully, with that walk and everything, goodness will come out of it. Hey, Doug and June, I see you guys.
Hey.
What do you feel about the, you know, everything that went on today
first, or you
for
want
our
me to go first?
leaders with the president and the vice president? You know, what do you feel about what went on today and what may happen in our futures that we pray on?
Okay. Well, unfortunately, I didn't get to watch the inauguration yet because we were fighting a heck of a battle at the Hospital University of Penn today, being a little overwhelmed. But from the knowledge that I do know of us having a female African-American vice president and Joe Biden, I'm so glad that he's not stuck in, you know, the white supremacy thing. I'm glad that he sees human beings as human beings. I'm so glad that we have Kamala Harris as our vice president because she's a proactive Black female. And she, I feel, is a more accurate example of what Black women are about today in this country. You know, from my own observation, even during COVID, I've seen a lot of Black women taking control and doing things, especially all of the talk shows. Most of them I see have been spearheaded by Black females. And I'm very proud of that because that is definitely an influential vehicle, you know, to positively influence our society. You know, I thank God for you. And,
Oh, I thank
you
God for
know,
you too.
so
You know I
I
love
am, yes. So
you.
I am just so proud. I'm so thankful that God has heard so many of our prayers and brought about a change. I'm just really thankful. And as you said, it's going to take a lot of prayer and it's going to take a lot of us turning from our carnal, worldly, and selfish ways and coming together as one to build a country that's going to be a little safer, a little more mentally stable, a little, you know, have better morals, you know, hopefully we'll teach others, teach us, we will teach us how to treat us better, treat each other better.
Mm-hmm.
And this is what I can say from what I've seen. I have yet to see the inauguration. I'm excited. I can't wait to watch it.
Yeah,
I want to get the recap.
I know that's right. And Doug, how you feel?
Well, June basically said mostly everything I was going to say. So what I would like to do is do a short salute. Can I get everybody to say these two words on the count of three? You know, and then I'll tell you what it means. You know. Okay, 1, 2, 3.
You know.
Oh,
That's the Howard University chant. And that was my drum line, where I used to play snare in, that marched Miss Harris into the Capitol. The Howard University Thunder Machine drum line.
wow.
You know
Wonderful.
is the Howard University chant. That's how we greet each other. So if you saw Miss Harris and Mrs. Harris, and you went up to her and you said, she would know what you're talking about. She said, "Oh, you went to Howard, or you know somebody that went to Howard." That's how we meet each other.
You know what?
It's the Howard University chant.
Yes. Patsy Garrison. I don't know if you know her, but she went to Howard University. My aunt Patsy Garrison.
All right, Bison Power.
Yeah. Yeah, because she knows a Carmela, and they both pledged the same. They did the same sorority.
Okay. Oh, okay. And I ended up watching the Chadwick Boseman film today, Ma Rainey, who was also a Howard grad. Wow. Chadwick Boseman.
Okay.
Donnie Hathaway. Oh, there's a long list. Roberta Flack. Oh, there's a long list of them.
Yeah.
But it's a new day, and I don't like to talk about the negative. I'm trying to keep it positive, but I won't even mention 45 at all. So let's look at a new day, because all that's behind us right now. He's not coming back. And let's look at a new day and keep it going, and just keep this, that your vote does count. We proved that. Your vote does count. And we did that. We pushed that very hard in Wake Up, Rise Up, because Carmen Bryant says a verse, don't complain about the politicians that you call a joke, even though you won't even go vote. So we were pushing that hard, go vote. And we have to continue to do that, because we don't know what's going to spook up in 4 years. So,
well, hopefully with Spook Up is just another 4 years after that. That's gracious. You know what?
Yes.
So we're going to speak that life into existence.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
And then, you know, just know everything is going to be all right. And I feel that, you know, even I thank God for the team that we have, because everybody's spirits is just so nice. And, you know, that's God that has put this together.
Amen.
Everybody is there, have their own. Everybody on here is an entrepreneur, you know, and have their own what they're doing, but it's about helping each other. And that's what I like. Instead of dividing and division, it's like, come on, let's all of us do this together, because as we know, anything that God has planted a seed inside of us is his. Okay, he has started with that seed, which is the size of a mustard seed, very, very teeny, little pinpoint. But throughout all of that, what we're doing, we can't have in our mind is mine. Well, really is not. Everything you should look at as a ministry that is the Lord's, you know, and the branches just spread out. I need you, you need me. Let's be a happy family, you know. Right. So I just thank God for the team that has been put together, because as we know, sometimes that's kind of hard, you know. It's still kill and destroy. It's a love thing, meaning that we really, really have the love in our hearts to do the right thing. And God knows this. I really think it's going to be a great cause that's getting ready to happen on bringing the new presidency and the new vice president, and saying that it's for everybody. Okay, right. Even with our new president Biden that's in there, he didn't just say it's all just for one particular race. Right. He had so many different people that's under his camp in different races, you know, and that right there.
Diversity.
Yes, he does. He really, you know, he really does. And that's going to bring more people together, because he's going to work together and have them work together, you know,
exactly.
For the team, or they'll be dismissed or something. And I doubt if they want that to happen, because it's a great opportunity, you know, right. for everyone to bond together. So with that, what's going to happen? At least somebody should know what's going to happen right now.
It's time for us to take a break.
There
and we'll be right back with more conversation on It's a Love Thing Talk Show.
Woo! It's a love.
Well, welcome back, everyone.
Welcome back.
Hey.
I just wanted to say, in everything that is taking place, I think we all need to take some time to lift this whole country up in prayer. Yes. Because, you know, a lot of things took place in 2020, a whole lot of things. And now we're starting a new year, 2021, and we want to get everything started on the right foot. So I think if everyone takes the time to lift the whole country up in prayer, covering everybody, then, you know, let God intervene and bring back the love and the understanding for everyone. I think it will make the country a whole lot better. What you guys think?
Yeah, we need that.
Yes.
Yeah, you know, because he's coming in with a lot of stuff that was left from 2020. But guess what? I believe the change comes from us first before anything else can happen.
Indeed.
You know, and that's what everybody, change has to come from everyone. You know, he's just one person and he's trying to he's going to do the best he can. And I know he can, and I know he will, but he just, you know, and it also takes God to, you know, like I said, put him first and know exactly what's going on. So everybody know that they have to change within themselves, because that's what has to happen.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yes. Yes.
What's good about President Biden? President Biden has a lot of experience, y'all. 36 years of experience.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah.
he's more than qualified, you know, and to be in the presidential position, to be our president. So, so with that, I want to just ask you guys, you know, how do y'all feel, you know, about that? You know, one, especially also his age. You know, he's not a young buck.
Right.
No, he's up in age. Does that play a factor, or does the experience play a factor?
Well, you know what they say, he's, you know, they you know, you hear people saying he's old, he's this, but I believe, you know, he can do his terms and stuff. He can, you know, he'll be all right. And like you said, he's very, very knowledgeable on what's going on. And if he doesn't, I mean, like, hopefully he do. You know,
Yeah, I definitely feel like his age comes along with the wisdom with his age. So he's definitely wise, and he definitely knows what he's doing. He's more than qualified for the job, as Dave was saying. So I'm just waiting and sitting back and just seeing what it is that he does.
That's right.
I don't think there's a problem under any circumstances with his age or anything like that. I mean, if you think about it, all the presidents, well, a lot of them have had issues. I mean, you know, by the time Reagan was in his later part of his presidency, he was old, and it was rumored that he had Alzheimer's during that time, which I think he probably did because you didn't really hear much from him. Of course, you know, you can also talk about the deficiencies of the past administration, and, you know, that may not have anything to do with age, but it had to do something. So, you know, I don't think anybody's perfect. I do know this much. When it comes to Biden and when it comes to Harris, because I'm saying this, because of Harris being a female and the element out there, you know, for the previous administration that still supports that, I think that they're going to try to test her at some point, and they're going to throw some things her way. You know, I hope she's prepared for that, because I'm pretty sure it's going to come. Biden, the same thing. Those people who supported, you know, what was going on, there's still enough of them left around, because there was 71 million that you know, voted. So, you know, all of them have not been arrested. But the thing is, they will be a force in something. And we need to be prepared for that, no matter what it may be, because people still have things to prove. And the one thing they want to see more than anything else is failure on this one. So hopefully that won't happen. But if we're prepared, we should be able to alleviate most of it.
I think Carmela, I think she's a strong-willed woman. I believe that she will. They're gonna come with her with some stuff. They're gonna come with her with some stuff, but she's gonna come right back. I mean, I just feel like she's gonna, you know, and know her stuff when she do.
She's going to need to, but she'll be the perfect test, because she's a woman in a vice presidential role, which has never happened before.
Right.
Barack was the first black president. Well, they came at him with everything.
Right.
He was doing the best he could, and they still tried their best to bring him down.
But remember, now they got the Democrats as the senators now.
Absolutely. And that's
So they're taking over. So they might be a little different than before because it's mostly all Republicans. So maybe it maybe a little bit more different, a little different because maybe they'll agree with a lot of things. Because Obama tried to pass things, he couldn't pass them because of mostly Republicans, and it was in the House for the senator. So that's probably why the Congress and everything. So they wouldn't pass it. Congress wouldn't pass things that he wanted to pass.
well, he made it tough for
So
him. But you know,
Well, whatever it is, we just pray that all of it come together as one. Because that's a lot of that has to do with not even rather if you one or the other, Democrat or Republican. That's more personal stuff, that person's spirit. So God would have to work on all negativity spirits, but a person has to want to be worked on. You know, a lot of the stuff that's going on with hate, race, and all that stuff, that started all the way back from their people ancestors, you know, because a lot of people wasn't even in it at that time. Like you're talking about many, many, many years ago. We wasn't living that. You know, a lot of people that was out there, you could tell that they not even in that age bracket that was living back there like that. You know, uh, it don't even have to do with a whole lot of even what was going on as far as who was being the president. People started really losing themselves through the pandemic with this virus that's going on. You know, and they're just trying to find things and frustrated with that and using this person or that situation as an excuse to riot. Okay. I mean, all of it comes down to that. So it goes back into God. I believe, and this is my true belief, that who the Lord allowed to be in leadership of us, that they're strong enough to be able to hold each other up. Both of them need each other. Okay, when one is leaning, you know how you leaned and if somebody come past that's real cool to say, "Ah!" to help you push right back up. That's what's going to happen. But it's going to take not only in the White House or their surrounding, it goes back to us to keep their strength, them to keep their strength to help us. Right? Absolutely. You know, it still goes back into that. People, like I said, they use things as an excuse for the way that they are. If people really start, you know, we always talk about this. If people really start staying in their own mirrors, the Lord fix me in these areas,
Yes.
then that's where it starts at. It's an individual thing. You know, look in your mirror. Stop looking all in somebody else's mirror. Check you. Okay, check you. Are you doing the right thing? This temporary down here. We're supposed to be preparing to go to our next address. And I want my next address to be right. Okay. Yes, yes. And that's climbing above to the highest height where we want to be. You know what I'm saying? So it takes all of that. It's still binding back together. You know, all of us got our personal way that we're thinking about everything. But we always talk about loving and togetherness and unity and all that good stuff. So if more of us start being that way, because you could talk that talk, but a walk is totally different. Your walk got to be right there too. Like we were talking a couple weeks ago, walking into your destiny, walking into you know, your inheritance and all that stuff. So if more of us do that and people come around it, they're gonna be like, you know what? Every time I run over there, I go over there, I go over there, go over there. All this love and unity stuff. What in the world? I better get with it. Am I right or wrong?
That's
Because they
right.
have nowhere else to run to or to walk to because it's surrounding all about it. It starts with us first.
That's right. Sharon Pearson wrote, "Folks don't want to be held accountable," and she's right on point.
Yeah.
Because people don't want to hear the truth, especially about themselves. But you know what? Like you said, we put God first, let God take over, and just keep everybody lifted in prayer, and everything will be able to run smoothly as long as we keep him first.
Yeah. I love y'all. I do. I do. I know you get tired of me saying it, but guess what? You're going to be tired of me saying it because I want
No, we love you too.
We love you back, though, Lady J. We love you
Stuff like
back.
that. And then that's what's good. The world needs love is what's going to make the difference.
Right.
When we learn how to love one another, love, the good book says love covers a multitude of sins. So, as long
Yeah.
as you have that understanding and show that love, love can change anything. The word tells us that love endures all things, it beareth all things, it hopes all things, it cherisheth all things. In the end, it's love. And so, that with that being said, this administration is bringing forth love. This president, this leadership is showing that I'm about unity. I'm about love. Stop the hate.
Yeah.
Stop the anger towards one another, and let's come together. Let's love each other. You know, the Bible tells you, you love your neighbor as you will love
Yes,
yourself.
sir.
So do unto others as you have others do unto you. So if
Yeah.
you're going to go out and hurt somebody, you want somebody to hurt you too. Because that's what's you're bringing on to yourself. So you love somebody, guess what's going to come back? Love. You care for somebody, what's going to come back? Care. You're concerned about somebody, what's going to come back? Concern for you in some ways. So, you reap what you sow. So as long as you put out there positive hope, positive change, positive love, just seeds, just plant those seeds. The harvest is going to come, and as long as you keep walking, in the light, that God has given you, through our Lord, things will get better. But so many people, as we said, they want to hold themselves, they don't want to hold themselves accountable. And if you look and see over the last 4 years, a lot of that was just taking place. People just didn't want to hold themselves accountable. So because you want to shoot anybody, talk about running down people, burn down stuff, and if you're just going to get away with it, well, come on. That type of behavior is just going to be chaotic and destructive. But when you reverse that and you bring peace, you bring love, you bring unity, that's what's going to come forth. And I really commend what I seen today in this inauguration. That president started it out with love, with unity, with diversification, including everybody, and that's going to make the difference. And I really hope people was really paying attention, not just what they were singing, but really at the real message that was going forth. That all this hate towards one another, all this systematic racism, all this stuff got to stop. It just needs to stop. You're my brother, you're my sister. We got to live in this world together. Come on. God gave us this world. The earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof. All those that dwell therein. Look, he's in it no matter what. So we got to just live on and live together. That's all I'm going to say
I
on that.
enjoyed. I enjoyed that. Actually, and he cared about everybody that passed and died. From the COVID. I mean, he had a memorial for them. And that was good. You know, and all the flags and stuff. It was real beautiful to see it. That he really, cared about everybody that passed and the pain that they're going through. So he really showed that he has a heart. And also he's emotional. And when you sometimes when you're
Mm-hmm.
emotional, he's a very emotional person. So sometimes when you're emotional, you do have a heart and you do think about others. It's not just yourself. You think about others and what they're going through.
That is so true. And I just want to just stay around positive things and just do great works. You can run, okay, from flesh, but you never can run from God. That's the main person you should be worried about that's looking at your tab. Okay? You may be able to, a person could run from Peter, Paul, Mary, Susan, us, but you're not running from God. When karma hits you, it hits you hard. Bam. Okay? So you don't have to run if you do the right thing. Stop being envious and jealous of one another. Okay? Stop deleting people when you know that it might be something you have to be worked on. And even if it has to be something that that individual got to work on while you deleted that person, pray. Pray, pray, pray about that situation. You know, and hope that that person or yourself can get it and think that it's time for me to concentrate on my mirror. Okay, it goes back still to self. Checking out self, or if somebody did something to you, just pray. You know, because it's about unity. You got to forgive, not forget. Some things you don't forget. And just because you forgive don't mean that you want to deal with the situation. But we got to know how to pray for each other. When people come to you with all that gossip stuff, stop it.
Yeah.
Okay? Just stop it. Just stop it. And just say, pray. You know what I'm saying? Just pray. Because there's two sides to every story, and the story that you tell them probably is the right story, but everybody don't always tell the right story. Then you caught up with, I needed to pray. Am I right or wrong? Right?
You're definitely right.
Yeah.
One of the factors, and I'm not sure whether this is taken into consideration or not, but most hatred, prejudice, and discrimination is actually a learned project. The kids don't, when they're young, they don't hate each other whether they're white or black. They love each other. They don't care.
That's
It's when
right.
they get older and they learn about these things that it actually happens. We have certain elements out there, like a prime example, Fox, this Fox station, the Fox News. They've perpetuated every lie that has been told in the last 4 years. I mean, they basically, they stood by it. And those people who watched the program, they believed in it, which probably explains the 71 million, who voted for those same lies. What do you say
Mhm.
to those people who still believe in that and still perpetuate that? How do you get them to switch over? And especially, the big news media like Fox. How would you do that?
We
Well,
can't get them to change over. It goes back to self. They're going to have to want to do that. The only way that they can change, and God can't even make them do it, they got to go submit to the Lord and say, you know what? I need to make this change. It's nothing that we can do. But one thing that, yeah, it is something we can do. Our mirror, change our way of thinking, okay? And maybe, say for instance, if I was a person that was going out, say robbing people, I'm gonna use that as an excuse, and me and my homie was doing the same thing, right? But then we got another person that's attached to us to say, I'm not gonna do that anymore. Go here. Yes, you are. You gonna do it. Blah 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 blah. No, I'm not. Sometimes it take another person that's in that situation of doing negative to show that negative person that I'm not going to do it no more. That might help that person to think and say, if more people say, look, check yourself in your mirror, check you out, I don't want to do it no more, that might can make that person think about, maybe I should make this change. You know what I'm saying? A lot of this stuff that's going on and then with chaos is because maybe leadership and they had it in them all along, or how they were raised and everything. Then the pandemic, what we're going through, is not really helping the situation. But if you surround anything you surround yourself with, normally that's what you're gonna be. But the only way you can change is
Mhm.
self-image. You gotta want that.
Yeah, action speaks louder than words. And that's
Right.
something, you know how when you're raising your children, you tell your children to don't do this and don't do that. But when they get older, you wonder why they're doing certain things. Because even though you said it, they watch what you do.
Yeah.
Action speaks louder than words. And if we start, like you said, if we as a people, as a country, really start walking in love towards one another and showing it, not just saying it, but showing the action, like the president did today, because now he's not president-elect, he's president.
Yeah.
Showing the action, not just speaking it, but showing it. People watch what you do. And when they watch what you do and they see what you do, that shows who you are.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I agree with when Brent was saying about it's a learned behavior. Because I had a lesson on Martin Luther King, because I knew Martin Luther King's birthday was on Monday. You know, his birthday was, but we celebrate him on Monday. So I asked the kids, you know, it was I have a dream speech, and I showed a video of it. So then I asked the kids, what would be your dream? And someone was saying this is different nationality kids, different ones, you know. So what they said to me was, well, my dream it would have been to lock that person up, and it's a shame they killed him, you know. And they know exactly what like I said, they didn't know, because they're young, they're kids, but the thing of it is learned behavior. These kids it's not about the color of the skin. They don't know that. They just know that that man was very nice. You know, he was nice. Why would they do that to him? You know, so that's why I said it is a learned behavior when it comes to prejudice and racism and stuff. You know, they just learn from what they see.
You're absolutely right, because racism is definitely taught to us. That is something that, you know, is taught. It's not something that we automatically just do. It has to be taught and instilled into us. So I have to agree with you on that one, Dr. Rock.
It's a very important point. The thing is, you know, because of what we all go through, there's still factions out there. There's still teaching the hatred, the discrimination, the prejudice that is abundant in this world. So, you know, at this point, you know, no matter what we do, we can love them, but that doesn't mean that they're going to love us back. You know, and I'm not saying that it can't be overcome, because I'm sure, you know, love is very powerful. But, you know, it puts us in a position where, you know, at some point we have to draw the fine line between trying to see whether or not we can convert them or just accept them for who they are. I mean, you know,
It's to self.
huh?
That goes back to self.
Well, you know, we're good. I don't think there's a problem with anybody here on the program.
Oh no.
Everybody here is fine, but it's not us that we have to contend with. It's not us. So because of that fact, you know, for all those people, you know, my daughter showed me on TikTok today, there are a lot of people who supported that administration. They're crying for what's going on. The people that invaded the Capitol, they're crying because they weren't pardoned, but they followed what their president said. You know, so where does that leave them, except for jail? Do you understand what I'm saying? You know, it's like what you know, they were taught what they were taught, and they're paying the price for what they taught. You know, so at that point, you know, you can't really reach out to them, but the people that are left, if they're willing to listen, the question is, are they willing to listen?
Well, what I always say is, you know, watch what you do to people, because you never know when you're going to need them.
Yeah, exactly.
Or run across them.
Or run across them, or anything like that. You know, just have to. To me, is try to be nice at all times, and to me, you treat people the way you want to be treated, and you get better results.
And stop cutting people down. Too many people cut each other down. You know.
Yeah.
And even if you're going through something with a person, don't be dragging somebody else in it. You know, because people do that too. So a lot of it just come with a lot of that stuff. But so who's gonna take us into another break/commercial? Can I get some help there?
It's a love
Guess
thing.
what?
Time
It's
for a
that
break.
time.
Yes.
We'll be right back.
Yeah.
It's just choppy.
It's the internet.
Welcome back, everyone.
Welcome back. Yes.
Okay, is there anything else somebody want to talk about?
Well, 8:30. I think John Legend supposed to sing tonight on inaugural because it's supposed to come on 8:30. John Legend and I think somebody else is coming on there saying
J-Lo.
J-Lo, yeah.
J-Lo, yeah, she
J-Lo.
coming back on. She was on this morning. I know she's coming back
Yeah,
on.
she's gonna perform. Yeah, she's gonna perform
okay.
tonight.
Well, yeah, she's gonna change that outfit she had on earlier. J-Lo comes to the J-Lo. That's gonna be really nice.
Yep, it's going to be a nice way to end the night, a big celebration for our new president, vice president, and looking forward to happy times ahead for sure.
That's right.
Yeah, this
Well,
is some
I was
good
sitting
stuff.
there. I don't know if y'all were looking at it. I don't know about the guys, but the girls, were y'all tearing up? Because I was tearing up. I was boo-hooing. Boo-hoo, like, because I was like, oh my God, because this is like, it's almost like we waited for so long for someone to care about what's going on out here, and
It was emotional.
touching.
It was.
It was very touching to me. I mean, I just had little tears coming out because I felt because it was like happy tears because it's like, just to see him as emotional as he is.
Right. Yep, that's what I was gonna say. When you see him get emotional, that just made me know, like, wow, the compassion that this man has. We have somebody that actually is gonna care about us. So
well, I was so emotional to where I was celebrating when he bought me 3 pairs of shoes. Celebration time. Let me go out. I didn't see the whole thing.
Let's celebrate.
Let's celebrate. So I went to go but get some more dancing shoes. I'm being honest.
What they said, what they wanted to do? They said, what y'all gonna do? They said, we're gonna get to work. They got to work today. They was getting to work today, which means
yeah, he did try to sign it. Yes, he did.
Yeah, they're gonna work. Yeah. They working in the day. They said they wanted because they wanted the American people to know exactly what they want to try to do. I mean, it's not gonna be an easy thing, but guess what? I mean, at least he has in his mind that he wants him and his the vice president wants to work on things now. They don't want to wait till later. They want to start now, and that was great just to hear her say and him say how they're gonna start working tonight.
Well, actually, they started working before today.
Yeah, when they got elected, that's when they started working on COVID-19.
Yeah,
they just didn't have access to the things they needed because they were being blocked from getting the resources they needed.
Yeah, and that's what you're just saying about the block. They were being blocked, but they was boxing their way through.
They kept going. Yes,
they kept on going. Right. So you know what? It would benefit all of us in the long run. Because presidency and the vice president and then the different offices, all that stuff work together. And actually, that's how we have to live our lives, no matter what is going to happen. That's the footstep that we're going to be going into. We have no choice because it deals with your medical and finances and so much with that. So even within the inside, it goes back into that even the ones that were selected to be in the inside to do better, that was chosen, we got to pray for those people too to make sure that everybody's going to be doing the right thing. People are going to talk that talk, but it goes back to walking that walk, So we got to just be prepared for that as well. So because we have several on here and it's actually most of the team, it's just a few people that's missing for good reasons. with myself, Dr. Rock, and Sweet Tea, everybody basically know who we are and know some of who you are too when you actually come up, as individual with whatever we're doing. But can we go through who's who and what position that you hold within It's a Love Thing? Because it takes all of us to make sure this program is ran right. Okay? It takes all of us to hope that some of our people and our followers are watching and seeing what we're doing. And because of all of us, it's working out so well. Even when some not on, the program and everything, you're still working behind scenes or doing whatever you're doing with your own greatness that God has given to you as well. So, sitting right next to me, can we start with what you doing, who you are, and what are you doing?
Hi, everyone. I'm Ms. D. I am head of administration, and I'm producer. And I come in as a host now and then, so you'll see me from time to time.
She's a wonderful person. Love her so much. That's Miss D. Thank you for being a part of. You're doing such a wonderful job. Can we keep going?
And next we have Dave.
Hey, everybody. I just really enjoy helping in this. It's a Love and Talk show. I'm one of the producers as well. And just working behind the scenes mostly is really what I like. But if I need to come out on front, sure, I'll come out on front. But I really like just flowing, keeping things in order, and just keeping the show flowing without as many flaws as possible. And you guys look great. This is an awesome show. It's getting rave reviews, and I'm just excited and glad to be a part of it. So I'm Dave, the producer.
And
Thanks, Dave. We love
Hey,
you.
Dave.
You do a wonderful job.
Next we have Mr. Brett Jolly.
Oh, I'm next. Oh, okay. Hey, everybody. I'm Brett Jolly. I'm co-host, and I do whatever I feel like doing.
Yeah, that accountability.
That's just the way I let you guys know. What do I do? I'm a musician. Of course, because of the pandemic, I don't get to play much. I'm basically working in the studio a lot. Was bass player for Teddy Pendergrass. Played for people like Olivia Newton-John, Bon Jovi, stuff like that. Anyway, the thing is, I enjoy this program. It's a great format. It's a great medium for everybody to be able to converse and basically shed light on issues that need to be addressed. I'm proud to be part of this. I'm proud to work with the people here. There's some great people on here that I admire and respect admirably. So that being said, I just want to let you know that thank you so much for allowing this to happen. I've enjoyed myself. I still do whatever I want to do.
Thank you, Brett.
We love you.
Next we have Doug and his lovely wife.
And I'm Doug Payne. I'm a retired school district of Philadelphia teacher, and I'm part of It's a Love Thing. I had the opportunity to host quite a few shows. I really love it. And like I told Lady J, she's doing it. A lot of people are dreaming about what she's doing, but she's doing it. And to keep it going, it's a wonderful thing. And I'm going to say it again. It's a love thing.
Ooh, all right now. All right.
This is June.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm June Payne. I'm an evangelist. I do most of my evangelism work on the streets, talking to people one-on-one, along with my church, Transfiguration Baptist Church at 30 in Fairmount. If you ever want to visit, I'm also the music director, minister of music, keyboard player, choir director, blah, blah, with Phase 5 Records, gospel. And I'm just here to support It's a Love Thing whenever I get a chance. Show you guys that I love you, and I am so proud of what you are doing here.
We love you too.
We love and appreciate you as well.
We really do. We love you too.
Thank you.
Down at the bottom, we have Dr. Rock and Sweet Tea. So they're going to give a little, Dr. Rocco Rocket and Sweet Tea gonna come with that sweet tea. You know how that go. You can get it cold or hot. So we're gonna start with Dr. Rock.
Dr. Rock. I am also retired teacher. Um, Doug, I heard you said you was a retired teacher. I'm also a retired teacher, but I actually went back to help out. And I teach during the day, in the morning, and virtual, with the kids, and I enjoy doing that, you know. And on Saturday mornings, I'm Fully Hot Radio co-host, and I am a
All
co-host.
right, yeah.
Yes, and I'm a
Mikkel,
co-host here.
Mikkel Keller, yes.
Yes, but I'm a co-host on this show, the talk show, Love the Love Thing, and we get it done, and we have fun, and we
do.
have great topics, and the topics are very, very positive, and we talk about women and sisters keepers, because that's what we are.
Yeah.
That's right. Yes, we are.
Yes.
Our sisters and brother keepers.
That's right.
That's right.
And brother keepers, yes.
Mm-hmm.
We're about empowerment.
Yeah.
Amen.
Sweet Tea.
My name is Sweet Tea. I am the co-host. I have the privilege of being co-host with this lovely cast. I definitely enjoy it. I'm a property manager. I model. I act. Um, I just enjoy, like you said, it's a very positive show. The topics is great. Wide variety of topics that we do talk about. So I just appreciate you guys. I really do. Thanks for having me.
Appreciate you too. We really truly do.
Yes,
Oh,
we
thank
do.
you.
Yes. And the great thing
thank
about
you.
all of this is God
input.
that put all this together. You know,
Yes.
when God does it, it never fails. It never, never, ever fails. We have Dre. He is on, but he's sharing his. I guess I would say, what is it? That's his. He's sharing on his page, right? Yeah, he's sharing on his page. So because of that, he's not on with us. But Dre is actually the chief of staff for It's a Love Thing.
Gotcha.
Okay, and Vivian's not on, but she sends her love. And Chanel, she's a floor model. Where's Chanel at? She near you, isn't she? Oh, she's not? Okay. Chanel is actually floor management when we do certain things. She's making sure things is ran on the floor. And Yazir, am I saying it right? Yazir, he's our Friday DJ. We do on every Fridays, but unfortunately he couldn't be on because he was doing some editing for some videos. So he sends his love. Chrissy Chris, she got in contact. She sends her love as well. She's doing better because she's been dealing with some situations with her health and everything. So she's doing better. She sends her love. And Shellarina for Empowerment for You Network. She's the one that we're on Ruhu TV. We're also on Amazon TV Fire Stick. We are also, we have our website together where we're actually we're getting ready to launch into Love Thing Boutique. We finally made it through what we had to do to make sure everything is fine. But now it's a Love Thing Boutique with the live streaming TV and podcasts we have now with that. So you can actually go to our website as well, starting on Friday, to see this talk show and different other things that we're going to be doing as well. Like God opened the door. Yay! It's just a lot of other great stuff is happening. Working with Doug, Payne and June with Phase 5 record, and Doug actually is going to be coming on in a couple weeks. We're going to be talking about his video that we just did. It was so much fun. And so the backbone part of it is being edited now, but his video with go ahead, Doug.
Charlie Brown from the Coasters.
Yeah. And what's the name of the title?
The song is called the Trashman Blues, and in the video, Charlie Brown is a trash man, but he's also a blues singer. And every morning when he gets up to look in the mirror to brush his teeth, this imaginary little puppet that he can only see messes with him and talks about, hey, let me be your manager. I was Ma Rainey's manager. I was the one that got Ma Rainey her gig at the Black Bottom. So he said, look, I don't need a puppet to be my manager. He's the only one that can see this little puppet. So we made it a comedy because, you know, everybody was so stressed out with 2020. We said comedy always makes people laugh and feel good. So that was our really main purpose of doing the Trashman Blues, which was released. The audio was released today. It's on Amazon, iTunes, Apple Music. You just Google Charlie Brown's the Trashman Blues.
Yes.
Thank you.
And guess who did part of the video of it from the starting part?
And guess who played Charlie Brown's girlfriend in the music video? Lady J. In the nightclub scene. Yeah, it was so much fun. And we even put Brett Jolly on trombone.
Yeah, and he did part of the filming for the beginning.
And he made help with the making of it. That's correct.
Yes. We had so much fun. The vibes and everything was so nice.
Yeah, Charlie Brown was Joe Frazier's drummer when Joe Frazier had his band called The Knockout. That's where most people know Charlie Brown from. The drummer of The Knockout's band was Joe Frazier.
And when you hear Charlie Brown, you think it's the little one we watched on a
cartoon. Yeah.
But he's actually the not a cartoonist. He's human.
Yeah,
but we
he's
had
human.
so much fun with it. And we really did. But I gotta say this: when y'all see Brett Jolly, right, playing the trombone, that's what it was.
Trombone.
The trombone.
Yeah, trombone.
Man, we had so much of a great time, but he was stepping and
we had so much fun.
And kept on saying, when I get home, I got to
They were getting down. Yeah, with them horns. That horn section was tight.
Yes. So with that, we had a great show. That's going to be coming out on February the 3rd, right?
3rd, yes, the 3rd.
The making of it, and it's going to be the first time ever seen.
Y'all get to see the bed falls apart in the bed scene, all the bloopers, everything. It was all the outtakes. Yes, it was so hilarious.
That's going to be
people dancing in their pajamas.
Yeah, the pajama dance.
So it was a lot of fun. And you know what? Laughing makes you feel so much better. Don't y'all think?
Yes, yes, it does.
Yes,
we need laughter after 2020.
Yes. But when you're around an environment that you could just breathe and let it out and have a good time, you could come in maybe like this for time you're going out the door. And that's what we do all the time, don't we, guys?
Yes.
We always, you could be feeling a kind of way, but we give that energy, and before we even clock out, we're feeling so much better with energy. Energy means a lot,
Yes, it does.
And it even helps us with bodies and ailments that we might go through within our bodies. Okay, so it's great for that. Watch out for our launchment on February 6th. We're going to be having a virtual fashion show. With the lingerie that's coming from It's a Love Thing talk show and the homemade soap and perfume that I make as well. So with all of that, we got great things coming up. We're getting ready to advertise about the dating game that we're going to be doing and everything where people will be able to call in to say who they are, and we're putting a package together and everything. So we're going to have fun this year.
Okay? Good start. Great start. Yes.
We can still have that youth and have a good time, right, y'all?
Yes,
exactly.
And that's what we do. So with that, we're getting ready to end this all. And all of us gonna say to you, it's
It's a
a
love
love
It's a
thing.
love thing. Yeah.
Friday. That's when we're gonna be jamming and all that good stuff. See you